Alright, what's going on, guys? Pop Stones. I'm doing it 23rd, July 23rd. The card reveals for Boomsday project. I'm using, HearthstoneTopDecks.com to look at all these cards. So, yeah, I figured we should just get right into it because there's about 10 or so. So, first we got Auto Defense Matrix. It's a 1 mana Paladin secret, and it's just whenever one of your minions attacked gets Divine Shield, and it's not. I don't know. I don't think this card's terrible, but I don't think it's great. Because, I mean, we already have Noble Sacrifice. The only way this would be better is, like, late game if it goes on to something big. But, I mean, you can definitely play around this card. So, I mean, I'd say this is maybe an average card. Maybe a 3-star card. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if it'll see a lot of play, except for if, like, Secret Paladin makes a comeback. But, yeah, that's what I think about that. Then we got Dead Ringer. A 2 mana 2/1 Meg, draw a Death Rattle minion from your deck. Um, I think this card's fantastic. I mean, it'll probably replace Lou Hoarder and Quest Priest. If not, add into it. It gives you another Death Rattle for your quest. Even if not, if you're just playing other Death Rattles, it's a good statted minion and everything. It's just a really good card. It's basically just like Lou Hoarder in a sense, but instead of drawing something random, you get a little bit more specific with the Death Rattle minion. So it's probably 4 stars. Definitely a good card. It'll see play in Quest Priest, if not other fleeces. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. I like this card. Then on to Demonic Project. It's a 2 mana Warlock spell. Each player transforms a random minion in their hand into a demon. So basically, this is just like Warlock's Dirty Rat for like combo decks, like Shudderwock or Malagos Druid or things like that. But really, 9 times out of 10, unless those decks just become all new meta, Malagos Druid and Shudderwock, yada yada, if that's like all you're seeing, this card will probably be good. But 9 times out of 10, especially in a new set, you probably won't. So it's an okay card, but I don't think it's great by any means. 3 stars on a good day, 2 most of the time, I think. Because you gotta imagine, RNG, you could end up transforming something they have into like Jiraxis or something like that. And do you really want that? Like, just doesn't seem smart. Like I said, it's all RNG, but it could happen. Or you could give yourself something like unplayable, which isn't as bad because you can just hold it, but still, it's just not fantastic. We'll see how the meta goes, basically. Then we go on to a nice new legendary hero. We got Dr. Boom, the Mad Genius. 7 mana for his battle cries for the rest of the game, not the turn. Your mechs have rush, so you also get 7 armor from him rather than 5, which is pretty good. But I mean, realistically, I don't know how. There's not enough, revealed stuff on mech support. Like, yeah, we got basic stuff, but nothing like too crazy to make it seem like this card's gonna do anything astronomical. But I think this card will be fun. It's also got, I don't know if it's on here. It's, oh yeah, the hero power. It's all random basically. It's just called Big Red Button. That's the one on the top left. And then you can either summon 3/1/1s, deal 3 damage, gain 7 armor, deal 1 damage to all enemies, and discover a mech. But these are all random. You don't get to choose which one you use. It just kind of switches every turn. And it can't switch to the same one. So like if you use Micro Squat one turn, it wouldn't be Micro Squat next turn. It could be Zap Cannon, and then it could go back to Micro Squat, but it has to switch at least once every turn. But some of these are good. Some of these are better than others, obviously. But I think this card's got potential. I think it'll see play. Obviously, it's Doctor Boom. Everyone loves Doctor Boom, so I think it'll see play. Will it be great? Maybe. It's probably a 4-star card, but with I don't know. It depends how good the mech support is. If it's actually worth playing, because like their epic mech or whatever just wasn't that great. So we can hope, but there's no guarantee. But I'll like to see it. I'll probably try it out if I get it, but we'll see. Then Faithful Lumi. It is a 1/1 mech. It gives a friendly mech 1/1. It's neutral. It's the cute card, like Snow Flipper Penguin, yada yada yada. It's a 1 mana 2/2 in a sense. You can buff something up. Yeah, it's not on, obviously on 1 mana. It's not going to do anything, but with another mech, it's a 1 mana 2/2. So same concept as Doctor Boom. Really is. If the support's good, it might be played. But I don't know. I think this will only be in like aggro mech decks if that's a thing. But maybe mid range mech, but probably not. I'd say 3-star, but that might be going too high. Really, it might just be 2. I don't know. It depends on the support. It's 2.5. Let's go with that. But it's not a terrible card, but it could be worse. Then we got the legendary Paladin spell, Kangor's Endless Army. It costs 7 mana. You revive 3 friendly mechs, and they keep any magnetic upgrades. You see, I mean, this card's good, but it's not great. It depends how much you've invested into 3 mechs, and at the same time, how specific are they? Like, it has to just be 3 mechs that you've played. It can't be like you've played 4 and one of them is trash, like just the flat 2 mana 1/5 or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, but say you played that and 3 other good mechs and one of them revived as that, and it's kind of a waste. But as a whole, this card's really good. You could bring back some nasty like 8 attacks, divine shields, shit like that. I mean, this card will be good. Same concept as this is gonna be like the theme of this until all the cards are revealed. Is I don't know how everything mech wise is gonna be. I hope it's good. I think mechs are a cool concept, but back when mechs were a thing, the game was kind of broken. It was like mech mage and shit, like mechs everywhere. So I think the card will be good, but no guarantees on how good. It's probably still a 4-star card. We'll see how it ends up working out, but hopefully good. Then probably the most broken card from today. We got Lab Recruiter. Excuse me. It is a common road card. It costs 2 mana, 3/2, battle cry, shuffle 3 copies of a friendly minion into your deck. This is literally just gang up, but it has a 3/2 body, and you get it's only friendly minions, I guess, but did you ever really gang up their minions? Probably not. So, you gotta imagine this will be played in pretty much every road deck except for Odd, because I mean, Quest Road, shuffle 3 of your guys you're trying to play multiple times back. Miracle Rogue, shuffle, I don't know, Edwin, SI, uh, what's his name? That 5 mana, 3 Vile Spine Slayer, Feldori Strider. I mean, really, this card is going to be nutty. I think you're going to see it a lot. It's definitely a 5-star card for me. Probably one of the few. I mean, hopefully the set has a lot of good stuff, but I think this card's pretty broken. And I mean, in Wild, I don't play Wild, obviously, but I think this card's going to be terrible. You gotta imagine gang up Cold Light Oracle and Line Recruiter. It's going to be just literally cold lights everywhere. But I don't know. I mean, realistically, it's just gang up with the body, but it's got good stats regardless. It's a 2 mana 3/2. It's not like you're investing a lot, and it's really just an all around good card. I mean, most card like think about Baleful Banker. That was a neutral shuffle 1 minion into your deck, 2 mana 2/2. This is 1 more attack, shuffles 3 copies. I mean, there's a lot of play around this card. I think it'll be good. So you gotta look out for this guy. Then we got the Omega Agent. It's a Warlock 5 mana minion, 4/5. If you have 10 mana crystals, summon 2 copies of this minion. So basically, at 10 mana, it's Doppelgangster, but 4/5s. Is this card good? Realistically, in Warlock, anything 10 mana is just going to be Gul'dan. I mean, Gul'dan is a broken card. It summons all your demons back, which is generally always going to be better if you're playing a 10-mana minion. The only thing that this could maybe be played in is going to be like a zoo deck of some sorts. I don't know, but you'll keep it just because it's 5 mana, and if you get to the late game and draw it, you can play it and it'll be good. But realistically, this card probably won't see a lot of play except for an arena. It's going to be a nutty arena card if you get it in Warlock, but it's really just an average card. I think there's nothing really crazy about most of the Omega cards they've shown so far. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping some of them get better. I think the Priest one is pretty good, but this one is just kind of average. I'd say 3 stars at best. It's definitely probably a good arena card though, so keep that in mind. Then we got Omega Medic. It's a 3 mana priest minion. Battle cry, if you have 10 mana crystals, restore 10 health to your hero. It's also got 3/4 stats, so it's got really good stats. You gotta imagine something like Cold Wraith or something like that, like minions that don't have fantastic effects, usually have decent stats like this, and these are pretty good stats, and it can give you 10 health. I mean, worst case, you play it on turn 3, and it's a 3/4 body. Best case, you need 10 health, you gotta put something somewhere, you get to 10 mana, it only costs you 3, but you get to restore 10 health. So, I think this card will probably see some play in most priest decks, because, a lot of priests is generally controlled. There's not a lot of aggro priest. Spiteful Priest was semi-aggressive, I guess, but nothing crazy. I think this card will be pretty good. I think it'll find a nice place in most priest decks. I'd say this is probably 4 stars. It could be better. Obviously, it's just 10 health. It sounds bad saying that 10 health is a lot of health. It's like a third, but at the same time, if you're playing a 3 mana minion on turn 10, is it really that great unless your other card is like Psychic Scream into this? I mean, I don't know, we'll see. I think this card will see play though, that's for sure. Excuse me again, I'm getting a little sick. But we gotta move on. Got 3 cards left, and realistically, I don't think any of them are too great, so we'll see. We got Reckless Experimenter. Epic 4/6 stats, 5 mana. Death Rattle minions you play cost 3 less but die at the end of the turn. So, I don't know. I think this card, realistically, where we're at in the game right now is probably terrible. I think the only thing that it's going to be helpful for is if you have like Carnivorous Cube. But at the same time, so you have to play this card, it costs 5 mana. Then the minion that you want to cube, which is who knows what. I don't know. It's a priest card, so it's got to be something specific, maybe obsidian statue or some shit, but that would be still really high, I don't know, Ysera, all these cost 9 mana, I don't know why, but I'm thinking something maybe 8 mana. Like, say you got this on 10 mana, this will be your best situation. Play this, it survives the turn. Play something that costs 8 mana, I don't know what, Lich King, I don't know, something like that. And then you cube it, and your cube dies at the end of the turn, you get a couple Lich Kings. That's probably your best situation. Other than that, all the death rattles you play will probably be 0 mana, and they're just going to die at the end of the turn. So it's really, I just feel like a pointless card. I don't know for sure, but we'll kind of have to wait and see until the update, actually happens. Maybe we get something crazy death rattle effects in the next couple reveals, but if not, I'd say this card is probably garbage. I'll be generous and give 2 stars, but I'd like to say 1 because I don't think it'll see play at all. But it might be experimented with, no pun intended. So then we got Unexpected Results. It's a 4 mana epic mage spell. and it summoned 2 random 2-cost minions improved by spell damage. And what that means is, say you have +1 spell damage on the field from, I don't know, who knows what, it'll basically summon 2 random 3-cost minions. Or like say you have Malagos, you have +5 spell damage, it'll summon 2 random 7-cost minions. So, I mean, the card as a whole has potential, but I don't think it's going to see a lot of play because realistically, you're not playing spell damage in anything mage related right now. It's like, what are you going to play really? Like Kobold, Geomancer, Unexpected Fisherman or something like that, Untusked, I don't know what it is, that 2/3 that gives some spell damage. Like, you're gonna play cards like that, just to have random minions summoned. And I mean, you aren't gonna play this summon 2/2 cost minions, because really it's not that great, It's like 2 mana minions aren't fantastic. You could get Doomsday, or if you're playing something tempo related, like, it's just too RNG and not good enough value. I'd say this is also probably a 2-star card, but realistically, you never know. Anything can happen in this game. Some crazy shit could come out. It could be all spell damage hype, and you start summoning 2 10-mana minions and burn them for, I don't know, 18 or whatever you do with Pyroblast. You know how that shit works, but I don't know. I think this card will just be bad where we're at right now. I don't know, 2 stars at best. And then lastly, there is Weaponized Pinata. It is a 4/3 4-mana mech. Death Rattle, add a random legendary minion to your hand. Not fantastic. It's got bad stats. 4/3 for 4 mana isn't great. It's probably going to die. You're really only playing it for the Death Rattle, and the randomness of the legendary just makes it, too unreliable. I think maybe it'll be a 3-star card. It might see some experimental play, randomly here and there. Maybe if you want to play it in some mech decks and buff it up or something like that, but I don't know why you'd want to buff it, because you wouldn't get the Death Rattle. But the option's there, so that's a possibility. This is probably a good arena card, because legendary minions in arena are always good, but that's just kind of my thought. I don't think it'll be great. So overall, with this today, what is it, the 23rd, July 23rd reveal that they did, I think that Lab Recruiter is pretty nutty. You'll see a lot of this card. I don't doubt that whatsoever. I think Omega Medic is pretty good. It's got potential for sure, especially because mostly everything Priest is control oriented. So I think this will see some play. And then I like Dr. Boom. I'm hoping it sees play. I'm hoping mechs get good support. But at the same time, it's really reliant on what comes out of the set, because the mechs we have right now and the magnetic concept or whatever aren't that fantastic. So, oh, and the what's it's called, the Paladin legendary spell has potential too. It Same concept as Doctor Boom. It really depends on the mech support we get. But that's all I got for the July 23rd review of the Boomsday project cards. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed my reviews or disagree or anything, just let me know, leave a comment, drop a like on the video, it's much appreciated. And I will be covering the majority of the rest of the support, so you can expect to see something from me tomorrow. Alright, take it easy guys. Peace.